With Chris Solari with the Detroit Free Press.
Okay, I know it's probably a little bit hard to kind of say where this competition is right now, based on the back seven that you guys had to face and how thin they are and everything. But when you look at what both you and Anthony did, and then some of the other guys at quarterback, where do you feel the room is right now going into the summer and the fall?
I don't think I'd be able to answer that question as well as maybe Coach would, but I feel good about the spring I had, and I think that all of us had a pretty good spring. Obviously, each guy did different things well, and we're all moving forward, trying to play our best, and that's going to continue into the summer, into the fall. And I think I had a good spring, and I think some other guys had a good spring as well.
How important has it been for you in particular? It seemed like you're getting a lot of the one reps. Just be kind of a leader with these guys in terms of and maybe what are some of the things that you're doing to be a leader with these guys?
Yeah, I mean, obviously that comes with the quarterback position, and I've said this before, but you got to just be yourself. And when you're trying to be something that you're not, people can tell, especially teammates when you're with them all the time. So I'm just focused on being me and doing the things that I've been taught throughout my life, and encouraging guys and getting the best out of guys. That's the job of a leader, is to get the best out of the guys around you. And so moving forward, that's what I'm going to continue to try to do. And I know we got some other guys that are leaders for sure.
Next question comes from Matt Charbonneau with the Detroit News.
Payton, now after a couple of years here and then 1 year in this system, where would you say your comfort level is with this offense at this point?
I would say extremely comfortable at this point after having last year and getting to learn everything last year. And honestly, I've said this before, but I think that COVID and not having a spring ball last year was a little bit of a blessing in disguise, because we focused strictly on the mental piece and, doing all the Zoom stuff for months. I mean, we got so down into the details of the offense that I think it was beneficial. And I think that has carried over into this spring. And I've had a chance to really take a deep dive into the things we did last year, and then we got a couple new things that we put in. So I feel very, very comfortable with our offense right now.
And how does that relate to confidence for you, and not only you, but your teammates in you, receivers having confidence? Has that taken a big jump, you think, at the same time?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, having more time, that's a chance to be able to get to know guys better in terms of football and getting that chemistry down and knowing where guys are going to be, and they know where I'm going to put the ball, and that comes with time. So I think that these last 15 practices and the winter has definitely helped improve that.
Next question comes from Eli McCown with the State News.
Hey, Payton, I wanted to ask about the tempo today. It seems like you guys, whether it was offense, defense, or whatever, you guys had a lot of tempo, especially on the offense end. I guess I wanted to ask, from a quarterback standpoint, what is it like kind of implementing that more into this year's practices and maybe in the games as well?
Yeah, that's something. One of the first periods today, something we do pretty regularly. But you got to be able to push the tempo and change tempos. Really, that's tough on a defense, and knowing when you're going to really push tempo and when you're going to pull back a little bit. So that's something that you got to get comfortable with, and everyone's got to get lined up quick. And the quicker you line up, the easier it is, because it gives you more time to read the defense and see what they're doing. So, that's definitely something that we're stressing and getting set and having good tempo. And tempo comes with everything we do right now in the weight room, running, all that stuff. Every day, tempo is essential.
Thanks, Payton.
Next question comes from Matt Wenzel at MLive.
Hey, Payton, now the spring ball's wrapped up, I was wondering what your plans are between now and you guys get back together in the summer.
Yeah, I'll be heading home for a few weeks, and I'll be coming back up here for the summer. Coach Novak's got a great summer program waiting for us. We know that. We have confidence in what they tell us to do, and so we're going to go do it. And it's going to be key that we work our butts off in this summer to get ready for the fall. And I know that's something we're going to do. And in the time off, I'll be home. Obviously, two receivers with Cade and Jaden, they'll be home with us, and we're going to have some guys stop by in Naperville coming through from the offense, and maybe a couple guys from the defense. So we'll be spending plenty of time together this summer.
If you had to kind of pick out things you wanted to see yourself improve on between now and when you guys get back together, I guess what would that be? What do you take out of the spring to work
That's a tough question. I'll have to take a look back at the spring as a whole. And I mean, obviously, it starts with your feet at any position. And I think in any sport, you got to start from the ground up. So sharpen my feet up, sharpen my vision up, and really just keep working with the receivers, really.
Thanks, Payton.
Three more questions for Payton, starting with Rainer Saban at the free press.
Payton, with the expected boost you guys are expected to have in the running game, with, you know, the addition of Kenneth and Elijah coming back, I mean, how much do you feel like that could enhance the play action deep passing attack for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, that can definitely help. When you really have a, a solid rushing attack, then teams really got to respect that. And, that's built into our offense. I know that's going to be a piece of our offense here in the fall. And when you got good backs and when your O-line's playing well, that makes it a lot easier in the play action game. And you see it in the NFL. Teams that can really run the ball well, their play action game is usually very good too. So I think that's definitely going to be a part of our offense this fall. And having those backs, it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice to have them.
And how do you think you guys showed that a little bit in the spring game today with some of the play action deep stuff that you guys did?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that I think the post to Jaden, I think that was play action. I'm not positive on that, but I don't know. I'd have to take a look back at the film to really know how much we did it. But I know we did a little bit of it today. So, but yeah, having guys that can make something out of nothing is key, and I think that we got a couple of those guys. So it's gonna be fun working with them here in the summer and into the fall.
Next question comes from Stephen Brooks at 24/7.
Hey, Payton, I was wondering your opinion on any defensive guys that stood out to you this spring that you feel like have made a big leap, so that's back 7, D-line, anything like that, after 15.
Yeah, I mean, I think our defense had a good spring as well. A name that comes to mind right away is Michael Dowell. I thought he had a great spring, and I've talked to him about that, and we joke around all the time because going against him for 15 practices, you start to learn quite a bit about each other on the other side of the ball. So he's one name for sure, and I know we've had a couple of defensive linemen that have had a very solid spring, and a couple other DBs as well. It'd be tough to off the top of my head, but that's definitely one that jumps out at me.
Got it. Thanks, man.
Final question comes from Ian Press at Channel 6.
Hey, Payton, just curious what it was like playing with fans, and did you notice any extra juice within the guys out there today?
Yeah, it was great having fans back today, even if it wasn't that many. We'll definitely take it. It was fun to have them back and have the band back, especially. Hearing that noise, it makes you feel like you're at a football game again when the band's playing and you got fans cheering. So it was fun. I know the guys around me were enjoying it as well. We tried not to focus on it too much because, as you're playing the game, you get locked into the game, so you can't really tell too much. But hearing the fans cheer on big plays and hearing the band in between plays, it was fun to have them back.
Payton, that's all the questions we had for you. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, guys.